We all want what's best for our kids, and one of them is proper sleep for mom, for dad, and for the baby. So guys, in this video I'm going to show you how I start to train my 9-month-old to sleep. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and let's get started. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, guys, this is a very much requested video from some of my mamas who are in the stage that I am in motherhood, say with the little ones. Yeah, I'm a mom of two. One is 3, almost 4, and the other one is now 9 months old. I am trying to sleep train him. I know people have different opinions on, you know, sleep training, and to each their own, to be honest. But I am at a point in life where I feel like we are ready to do this. So yeah, it's going to be so much easier for me to handle both of them once the child is sleep trained, plus I'll be able to be sleeping better and yeah, have energy during the day for both of them. So I already know that sleep training is not easy, and so how I plan to do it is, first of all, I'm going to stop breastfeeding in the night, so no snacks in at night, so just water and the pacifier, and also not lift him out of the bed when he cries. So that is how I plan to do it. So just calm him while, you know, laying my hand on him, like you know, that kind of thing. That's how I plan to sleep train him. I'm going to try as much as possible to take you guys through it. I don't know how that's gonna work because I have to turn off the light, but let's see, we'll see. Okay, so I hope maybe if anybody is trying to sleep train can take 1 or 2 tips from this video. So guys, stay tuned. It is currently 7:10 and he's supposed to sleep by 7:30. Of course, we are starting, so it can take much more than that. So I'm just gonna go get him and you know, get him into the sleeping mood. I've already given him a bath with the sister, and the sister is going to bed now. So usually I would read to them, and then you know slow down once they're bathed and they've eaten already before that. Then I bring the sister to bed because she doesn't need help with that. You just read to her, you pray, you tell her good night, and she's good. So the brother needs much more time, so I'm gonna breastfeed him and then try to put him in bed while he's drowsy but not asleep. That's the tip, that's the trick. So let's get let me go get the boy now. Right there is where he's going to sleep. Over here I have his white noise machine. So I'm gonna go get him, then breastfeed him, and then put him down. I am so curious how long he's going to need to fall asleep. I just changed into something more breastfeeding friendly. Hi. Sleep ready. I'm ready to sleep. I'm ready to sleep. La 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 la. Good night. This is actually from his sister, but why not? It's just for sleeping. I'm gonna get him into this. So for this training to work, I have had to restructure the whole entire day. If you want to watch that video, I'm going to do it like separately, like how I structure the day for myself and the kids, meaning I have allocated time for everything, every nap, every feed, and yeah, so in the evening I usually start dinner at 18 o'clock, okay, at 6 p.m. and then by 6:45 we are done and we can start getting ready for bed. You are going to need a lot of patience and perseverance because you're just breaking old habits and creating new ones that are going to be helpful for all of you. So just be ready that the baby is not going to accept it immediately, and just be consistent. Consistency is that it's so important. Okay, so choose a sleeping time and stick to it. If you say every day the baby is going to be sleeping by 7:30, make sure that by 7:30 the baby is in bed. Also, to help your child to adjust, start a nighttime routine. It doesn't matter how you do it, if it's a bath, if it's like changing the baby's clothes and cleaning him up and wearing his sleeping sack, just anything to help him realize that it's time for bed. If your child still feeds at night, they have more than enough reason to want to wake up and feed. So you cut out the night feeds, then there's no motivation to wake up. Personally, we are still working on that. The white noise machine is one of those investments I ever made for baby, which I'm so proud of. Honestly, the baby really calms down when they hear these sounds. It plays different sounds. You can reduce or add volume. It has light, which you can turn off if you don't prefer, or when you want to turn the room completely dark. It's just amazing. I bought mine from Amazon. I'm going to link it in the description bar. Check it out if you are interested. I noticed the baby wouldn't calm down in my arms, so I put him down so he can try and rest up, and know that this is serious. I am lucky that my child still likes his pacifier for now. He has no favorite cuddly toy, but I just give him this one right here to kind of like hold on to and not feel alone. I also put like the nursing pillow like around him on his feet, so he doesn't feel like the bed is too large for him, and that makes him feel a little bit more safer. Many sleep training methods say that you should put the baby down and then leave the room so the baby can work everything out by himself, but I just decided to adjust mine just a tad bit, to make it comfortable for both him and I. So I eventually did leave, which helped him calm down. But if I put him down and left immediately, knowing he's still unsettled, he would cry even more. I'm going to add that I think this is not the fastest method, but it was just great for us. You can see how much he's struggling and fighting sleep. I'm telling you guys, this baby was used to be like held and being rocked to sleep, so this is all so new to him. He is still adjusting. So I kept on reassuring him, holding him, just like that. Not much, patting or anything, so he does not get used to that. Yeah, he was just finding things to play with. That's him. Like, he's not used to this kind of thing. He is wondering what in the world is going on. One thing that's reassuring is that babies need a structure. Like, sooner or later, you may need to like teach your child some, routine. and the sooner the better. Some people push it way out, they wait, they are like no, I don't have the patience to do this right now. But this needs for you to be very prepared. You will probably need to dedicate some time to this training. Like for me, I needed like a week. I would have specific times to go out with the kids, eat with them, go to sleep with this one, and like routine, guys, routine. So if someone like a friend gets mad at you because maybe you're not attending a party, maybe you're not meeting them up while you're doing this, trust me, you need to invest this time. No traveling, no party life, no nothing. Dedication to sleep training. It's going to help you in the long run. A cranky baby is understandable, but a cranky parent, oh my goodness, that changes the whole dynamic of the family. Rest is so important. If you're wondering when is the best time for you to start sleep training, around 4 months is when most doctors recommend. So as from 4 months, it is safe to begin with sleep training. I believe babies do what you teach them, because if there are babies who are like since birth, they are like fed, maybe cuddled, and then swaddled and put down to sleep by their own, and they do it from the word go, they will stick to that, you know. But then if they're used to be cuddled all the way to sleep or rocked to sleep, that is what they're going to get used to, and they will grow, knowing that's how it's done. So when you stop, that's when like trouble begins. So one thing that I forgot to mention is that when you have a partner, if you have a partner, you have to both agree to do this. If not, then one person has to do it by themselves, because when you're training your child and the other partner is not, playing along, let me say that, and then they kind of like give up and take the baby, then there's no sleep training that's going to happen. So you both have to agree to be in the same on the same page about it. So there's a method whereby you like keep checking on the baby, like coming in, reassuring the baby, and then leaving the room again, which was what I was doing, like in intervals. Some say that it makes it worse for the baby if you keep coming back in. So some say you can like be observing your child maybe through a baby phone, baby camera, whichever, and not come in, because when you come in, you're like you're making it worse, because now the baby will keep seeing you leave and make the baby cry even more. So I mean, this is a personal decision. So this whole process today took me around, I told you guys when I was beginning, it was like 7:10 ish, and the baby finally fell asleep at around 7:45, 7:47, thereabout. So that's a lot of time. If you think about it, that is enough time for most people to give up. But if you really want it to work, you will pull through. You will just be patient. God, he finally succeeded. You did it, baby. it's a wrap. Oh my god, I was almost giving up in between, but he's finally asleep, thank god. So I need to do that every single night, every single evening. I have to do that without fail. If he ever like cries and then I lift him out, then I can already like I can start from scratch. So I need to be consistent so he gets used to it. It wasn't even as bad as I thought it would be, but that's because I started last night. But I wasn't able to film last night because I wasn't also sure if I would like go through it. So he woke up 4 times last night, 4 times, and every time I did the same procedure, you know, patting him and then leaving him for a bit, and then like it was bad, it was really bad last night. So if you do this and you find out like it's really bad with your child on the first night, know that I went through the same yesterday. He was used to be the kind like when he cries like once, you know, we lift him like immediately. So you can imagine how hard it was for him the first night when he found out, oh my god, I'm not getting a titty, oh my god, I am not getting lifted out of my bed. So yeah, I'm really hoping that he keeps doing that, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So in tomorrow morning I'm going to tell you how the night was, and well, I hope I'm going to wake up less often than last night. We'll see. So yeah, so far so good. I'm gonna check in tomorrow morning. Hello. What's that? Hello. Good morning. He's so cute. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. How did you sleep? How did you sleep? How did you sleep?
Sehr schön geschlafen.
Hast du sehr schön geschlafen? Und du?
Nicht.
Du bist zu mir gekommen. Warum?
Weil ich.
Sorry, Papa, sorry. Hä?
Weil mir langweilig.
Es war bei dir zu langweilig. Really? Guys, it was hard. The first half of the night, he woke up so many times, but then I realized, first of all, he drank a lot of water at around 11, and then by the time he was crying again at midnight, his diaper was totally wet, so I had to change it. And then he would not calm down. I didn't take him out of his bed, so I just decided to give him his milk, and from that time he settled in and he has slept for the second half of the night through. That has not happened in such a long time. So in as much as it was troublesome the first half of the night, I'm so happy for that small success of the second half. So we still go on we still continue tonight. So that was how the night was. The hardest part is to stay strong, you know, not give up and say it's not stopping or it's not working, let me just stop. It's the hardest part. But once you overcome the urge to break the training, then you're going to be okay. Well, it was hard. So a little history: when baby Jay was younger, still like 2-3 months, he would settle in. I had taught him like to swaddle him and then put him in bed, and he would sleep alone. Oh my god, it was so amazing. It was so amazing because I was also like alone a lot of the time, so I had to do that in order not to go crazy. That was during the lockdown. I had both kids, so I had just to do it. I just had to train him to do that, and he didn't fuss at all. Like, it was so easy. I think when you start early, it's easier than when you start late, like me right now. But at least I know when I start now, like my doctor told me, that kids, unless sick or something, they do not need a nighttime feed, or they don't need to hang on the breast. Well, I fed him last night. I think he's at a stage where he's growing. He's at a growth part, and he needs that, because even at daytime I notice he wants to eat a lot more than normal days. That's why I decided to give him his milk, and it helped. He slept after that until now, 7:30. Yeah, so of course after it's not something I plan to do daily. I plan to try, of course, without feeding him at night. That means his milk that I have portioned for him for the night, I try as much as possible that he finishes it within the period of dinner and before bedtime, so that he's good and he doesn't need it in the night. And then he can just drink his water in the night. So it's still at the trying phase, but it's gonna work. Good luck, guys, and thank you so much for watching.